Marjorie. On today's video, I am going to show you guys how to freeze our green and yellow beans. We grew these ones in our garden and now it's time to freeze them down. So we already rinsed all of the beans, which you saw in the previous clip, and we are now going to take the beans and trim all of these ends off. So you're going to take it and safely cut the ends off of the beans so that it's the whole bean with no ends. So we're going to do that to all of these beans. Cut with all of the ends off, and they are ready to go into our pot of boiling water. I turned on the pot and I put some water in it so that it was starting to boil, and now it is ready. I'm going to take my tongs and place my beans into the pot. They're going to boil for about 3 minutes, and then they're going to be submerged into an ice bath, which we are going to put in the sink once I get the beans in the pot. I have all of our beans here. I'm gonna take just a few. The pot and water is very hot, so make sure you be careful. We're gonna put all of the beans in. This will also clear any extra dirt or things on them that they had from the garden off. Alright, that's almost all of them. We have them almost all in. Alright, the last 3 beans, in they go. The beans are now all in the pot. They are going to boil. We have about 1 minute left before we have to take them out. I have my spot ready that I am going to put my pot on so that it does not hurt our counter. I have my tongs ready to take them out, and now we have to get the ice bath ready. So let's grab some ice. I'm going to push our drain down. I cleaned out our sink. And now we're ready to put our ice in. And we're going to fill it with cold water. I'm going to take my oven mitts now and bring the pot over. First, I'm going to turn this off so that we don't take the pot off with the flame going. Make sure your oven is down so you don't burn yourself. And we're going to place it on our spot we have prepared. Our ice bath is ready, and now I'm going to take my tongs and bring my beans out into the ice bath. Yeah. By doing the ice bath right after, it stops them from cooking further and also conserves the color. We have a few more in here left to go. I have moved all my beans now into the sink here. I'm going to let them sit for a few seconds. I'm going to transfer my pot over back to the stove so that I can now bring my pan with a towel on it. We are going to lay out all of the beans so that they'll dry before we put them in bags to freeze them. I'm going to try and drain them, any extra water, and lay them out on my pan. Ice cube. I see you. There we go. Make sure that they're not piled too much over themselves so that they will dry evenly, and it'll also help them dry quicker. Alright, so what I'm doing now is just laying out my beans here in the pan so that they will freeze, and then we will put them in the bags. This prevents them being all in a clump when you go to get them out of your freezer bag when you're ready to make something with them. So if you freeze them first in pans like these, then it will freeze them just enough, and then we can bag them, and when they freeze, they won't all freeze together. I'm going to bring the rest of my beans over. Lay them out. Alright, there we are. We have all of our beans in our pan. Now we're going to pop these into the freezer for a little while, and I'll be back. Welcome back. It is the next day. We let our beans freeze overnight, and now we are ready to put them in our freezer bag. So I'm going to go ahead and get the beans out. We had 3 trays of beans. So we can go ahead and start putting them in our bags. Alright, so you can now see that all of the beans are individually frozen and they're not all clumped up and in a big ball. So now we can fill a few bags all the way full, and that'll make it easier. We can just take out however many you want, but then you won't have to worry about them all freezing in a big clump and needing to take out the whole bag and thaw it. So I have my bag here, I folded it over, and now I'm going to go ahead and fill it up. And put a few more in there. Alright, so unfold the top here. And now it's all ready, I can zip it up. Alright, I'm going to grab out a straw. So this is one of the tricks to get all of the air out. You may have known this already, but if not, you just stick the straw in, zip it up as close to the straw as possible, and you're going to suck on the straw so that all the air will come out. And most of the air is out, and it makes it a little bit easier. Now this bag is ready to go in the freezer. We're going to go ahead and do a second one now and fill it up with the rest of our beans. Alright, this bag might be a little bit more full than the other one, but that's alright. I'm going to go ahead and zip it up. Stick my straw in there. And zip it up a little bit more. And there we go. Right, the last thing we have to do before these go in the freezer actually is I have a Sharpie marker here and we're going to date them so that next time we pull them out we will know what the date was. I wrote 5. Okay, and there we go. Our bags are dated, and now they are all ready to go in the freezer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was helpful, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye!
Thanks for watching Tiny Adventures in the Country. Be sure to like our video and subscribe to our channel.